Van life camping in Lava Field. Van life camping in Lava Field. Ooh, and that food look. Alright, straight to it.
This is crazy. I honestly couldn't even imagine cooking breakfast in a more beautiful place. This place is called Hot Creek for obvious reasons. There's a geothermal creek that kind of snakes through the wilderness up into the mountains. And I just can't believe I can cook breakfast with this view.
Let's talk about
Yeah, I've been watching my
food.
videos. Alila and Alan have been out here traveling with me for the last few days. So he's out there getting some shots of the creek down there, and I'm making breakfast. We're switching it up today. I'm not doing my usual egg sandwich. I'm going with a scramble. These are Alan's eggs. Trying to keep myself separate because he's vegetarian. Some cheese.
W vegetarian man. With the toast. Three
That is a beautiful looking scramble.
Hold on, you spilling, my boy? Do you eat ketchup on your egg? Is that mayo? My boy changed the game. He put mayo on the eggs.
My friends, is what I call a van life breakfast.
What about doggy? What you gonna get a doggy?
Crazy sometimes when you pull up to a place.
No, that's so fast.
It just doesn't feel like real life.
It don't
This
look
exists.
like it.
And I'm like
That's
actually
fine.
looking at this, that an artist didn't paint this. It's just so perfect that it doesn't look like it should be real.
I know.
Like the way it's
Look at the sun.
The mountain gets perfectly in the middle. You know what I mean?
That just,
Like directly
this
dead
don't
line down.
Yeah,
look
yeah,
real,
yeah.
The road to get up here, I will say, was pretty sketch. Me and Alan were sliding around. We got stuck a few times, but I don't think it's too much farther down the road to get out of here, so that's good. Now, we got everything cleaned up.
Love pineapples, dude.
Get on the road because we got about a 3-hour drive to this place that we're going to today, and hopefully we can get there before sunset. We tried to kind of get up and out here to this spot early in the morning, but didn't get out of here as early as we wanted. So I think we're heading down out of the mountains today and down into the valley to one of these cool state parks, and then maybe cooking something over the fire tonight. I haven't really decided yet, but we'll see what time it is when we get there. Really hoping we don't get stuck on our way out of here.
Excuse me.
There are some big puddles we're gonna plow through. As long as the hills don't get too steep, we're barely making it up this one. We're really struggling. Yeah, these slipperier roads are not ideal for my van.
You know how we get in this stream, man. Not too much long of the music. We're not trying to get banned if we're not already. Y'all say we got banned. You feel me?
Be a bunch of like lava rock formations. We've been driving for long enough, so I figured we'd pull off here.
Two vans? Yeah.
Call
they
this
come
home for the
back to
night.
back, big body van. I almost said truck.
All right,
Back to back, big body van.
this is it. Now we just gotta find a campsite.
Park and brake.
Not bad. Pretty beautiful spot.
Difference in like terrain.
I know.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I know. A lot of geological like stuff going on in this area with the hot springs and lava rocks and stuff. So on the way here, I picked up a
I like
American
this dude. He
Wagyu
keep eating.
steak. I'm gonna be cooking for dinner tonight, and hopefully we're gonna get it cooked
I like
perfectly.
him.
But I think this is my first time working with a Wagyu steak. I've definitely had it before. I had it when I was in Japan, but that was A5 Wagyu. And I think American Wagyu is slightly less high quality than Japanese A5 or A5 in general, but should still be a pretty solid steak. Me and Ellen have been kind of going non-stop for the last few weeks, and really have been basically moving almost every single day. So he's over in his van just getting some work done, and I'm currently trying to get a video uploaded.
W
but
grind.
it is taking forever because Wi-Fi is slow.
Sadly.
That's the number one thing that sucks about trying to upload videos on the road is Wi-Fi, and trying to make sure that I have strong enough Wi-Fi to get them uploaded on time. I think this one's gonna be a little bit late, but that's not a big deal. But anyways, I think before I get started cooking some dinner, duty calls. And when you're out here, there really aren't any bathrooms, so I'm gonna go find a spot nice and tucked away in those rocks, and then come back here, make some dinner.
y'all need? Well, I do like the edit. You feel me? But y'all need an invisible cameraman. You killing me.
So for our side, I think I'm gonna do some loaded potatoes. And this was
Not
initially supposed to be an over the fire rip, so I was just going to wrap them in tin foil and then just throw them on the fire. But I think baking them will work just as good. Now that we've got that done, we can kind of just throw these into a pan. Get them nice and evenly spread out. And we can just hit these bad boys with our toppings, which is going to be a nice drizzle of olive oil. Get those nice and evenly coated. And I'm going to take some butter and cut it up into nice thin pieces and just kind of spread them out and place them randomly throughout the potatoes. And you can hit it with some seasoning. You could either use salt and pepper or whatever you want. I'm going to use this Buttery Steakhouse by Kinder's because it's so good.
Yeah. Kinder's.
Put that on there.
Be using that, man.
And throw on some cheddar cheese.
A
little bit of mozzarella.
Come on,
make
bro. You spelling.
I am sharing this with Alan. He is a vegetarian, so I'm only going to do half with bacon bits.
Man, I think you putting the bacon on it. Like, I don't know. I know.
And once the oven is nice and hot, we'll throw it in there and hopefully something edible comes out on the other side. So I took the steak out of the fridge about 10 minutes ago. You always want to take your steak out of the fridge like 20 to 30 minutes before you cook it because if you don't, the inside will cook a lot slower than it would if you let it cool down to room temperature. So you want it to be a nice even temperature throughout, not too cold, so that it cooks nice and evenly. But look at that. Look at the marbling on that. It's not Japanese A5, but that is some nice marbling on that steak. But I think the oven is just about preheated, so I'm going to go ahead and get these potatoes in there. Let them cook for about 20 minutes. I will be honest though, I have never cooked. Actually, maybe I have. But not in a long time have I cooked a ribeye, especially not stovetop, without a cast iron because I don't have a cast iron. So I'm not really sure how this is going to come out. I'm hoping it comes out medium rare. But I also don't have a meat thermometer, so we're just going to have to eyeball it. But I'll probably get started on that steak in about 10 minutes. All right, let's give these taters a little peek. Ooh, they smell so good. Steamy. I can't wait to eat those. Maybe another 3 minutes. And I think we're ready. Season the steak. Season the steak. Season the steak.
Sure.
Season the steak.
Yeah.
Season the steak.
Okay.
Oh, gorgeous. Make sure that stays covered and off to the side. Hot. Need to get oven mitts. And now we can move on to la piece de resistance. This is super simple. We're just using Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse.
Kinder's.
Best steak seasoning in the world.
Facts. Ciao, Kinder's.
Beautiful. Leila came to say hi. I think she smells the steak. So for our steak cooking method, I'm going to be using a pot because it's just about the right size. We'll get that pan on and nice and hot. And then once that gets hot, we'll add in our olive oil. And before we go ahead and actually throw that steak in the pot, I did catch a glimpse out of my passenger window of the sunset. Perfectly pink cotton candy skies.
Nice.
Beautiful night out.
Nice.
And much warmer than the last video up in the snow. So beautiful place to be cooking a nice steak in the van.
Steak in the van.
But I think this oil should be just about hot enough.
Steak in the van.
So we're going to take this steak and we're going to put it fat cap, which is this cap up here, side down first. We'll let it cook just like that, and then we'll kind of rotate it and do that on every side and get a nice sear all the way around the outside of it. Just kind of like that. And we'll keep rotating and doing that on all the sides that we can. Look at that. That looks like so good. Perfect sear on that back side. And now that we've got that nice crust formed on all sides, put it face down. And I think I'm going to do 4 minutes on each side, maybe like 4 and then 3. Maybe flip it a couple times because I'm not really sure. But I will put the top on to let it cook a little bit more evenly. Now that we've got it flipped, I'm going to add a hefty knob of butter, some fresh thyme and rosemary, and then some pre-chopped garlic because I didn't feel like chopping any. And occasionally while it's in here, I'm just taking a spoon and just kind of basting that buttery oil on the top over that rosemary and thyme. I think this should be just about done. And now I'm just going to let this rest for like 4 or 5 minutes. Hopefully not too long. I don't want it to be overdone. And then we're eating. Look at this sunset. Absolutely beautiful out here. See the stars starting to come out over there too. So while we wait for that steak to rest up over there, I'm gonna add the finishing touch to these potatoes.
W potato
Just a
meats,
little bit
bro.
of greens. And there you have it. Potatoes. Moment of truth.
Potato meats,
For
bro.
how I cook this steak.
If you ever want to know why I block ads with pie,
potato
this
meats,
is why I block ads with
bro.
pie. I just found what may be the big.
Ooh, definitely overdone. Not too horribly, but more than I would have liked. But honestly, could be a lot worse. Some steak on the plate. Some of these
Steak on the plate.
And that, my friends, is dinner. Wait for Alan to get here, and we're digging in. Look at that. That is beautiful. Wow. That looks really good, actually.
Steak in the pan.
Usually medium rare, but this is a little overdone.
What about the dog?
Just simple. Does your website go live?
Almost.
Well, by the time this video's out, Alan's website will be live.
Yes, indeed.
He's selling some of his prints. He kind of takes it to the next level because he tells a
Steak in the
story
plate.
with his photographs. So like, you're not just buying the print; you're getting a story of how
Salad
he
in
got
the
that
pan.
photo and what it took to get that photo along with it.
Absolutely.
And it's a pretty cool like.
I think that's
idea
the
for him
most
to have.
like moving things about the places that we go to and these photographs, more than like the landscape, what it made me feel in that moment, you know. And that's what I really try to convey
Steak
with
in the pan.
my photographs, especially in print form, to really somehow make you feel, maybe even if it's just for a second, that you're there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and that's why I always say like when I'm filming stuff, like the camera never does it justice. Like it's like you kind of have to be there to feel it, but I feel like that's a good way
Look
to
at the
kind of
doggy, look at the
impart that
doggy.
feeling when you're not actually
You
there.
want that, bro?
I'll link his stuff in the description. It should be live by the time this video goes up, so
Yes, indeed.
go get yourself a cool print. And shout out to Alan for hanging out all week, and Alita. We can't forget Alita. You've been great.
Down for the adventure.
Yay, bro.
All she wants is a tennis ball, and she's happy.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get some stars.
No,
today.
she wants some
Yeah,
steak.
it would be nice. We haven't been able to see any stars this entire trip
You
because
just eat with your
the moon
hands
has
and
just been-
touch
it
the
looks like
doggy
daytime.
boy.
like on camera you can't tell, but out here when the moon is out and full, it genuinely looks like. I mean, obviously not daytime, but it's very bright outside.
Shadows and all, you know.
Yeah, you see your full shadow, and you can't like.
Eee,
Those
did
are
you
not-
wash your hands,
Those are not
dude?
quite like Milky Way season, like in the summer. In the summer, you can definitely appreciate the stars in the Milky Way way more.
The Milky
But
Way.
definitely on a clear
Steak in the van.
night sky,
Potato
new moon
skins
out
in the
here,
van.
incredible.
Salad in the
Wagyu?
van. Doggy in the van.
You gotta savor this bite. Sit. You gotta savor it. Don't eat it too fast. Really taste it.
Shay, smack that, bro.
Up.
Alila up,
What is that? What does she do?
Alila up.
Alita up. There you go. Savor it.
Oh no, that
How was
show.
that? Nope. You just nailed it. Okay. That was delicious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
I feel like doing these
You
dishes.
ain't finished, my boy.
They're just gonna sit in my sink.
Yep. You know what I have on mine? I have this perfect wooden board.
Oh, that
just
goes over
cook,
it?
And it's like just for peace of mind. Ain't nothing down there.
That's what I need to get. Most of the time they're piled up like above
Yeah,
above
little
the-
mountain.
above the
Little
line anyway.
mountain. That was
Yeah.
delicious, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Absolutely.
You heading to bed? Are you heading back to your van?
Yep.
All right, I'll see you in the morning.
Yes, indeed. Alila.
Habba-dabba-dabba-da.
Dinner
Yes,
was
indeed.
delicious. Kind of got a headache though, not gonna lie. So I honestly think I'm just gonna lay down for a bit and wait for this headache to go away, and then maybe step outside to check out the stars. So I will see you guys in the morning.
All right, my boy. How you doing, my boy? But these don't be looking real though. They don't be looking real though. Brush them things.
Dude, can't stop. Yo, morning.
Morning, dude. Morning, dog.
How'd you sleep?
Nice.
I felt like a.
Honestly, I slept better up there in the mountain.
Really?
I don't know why that night was just so
I
cozy.
slept so good last night. I slept like a baby. I'm not sure why I got such a good night's sleep last night, but I woke up this morning feeling pretty good. But we've made it through another day camping out in the wilderness with Alan. I think we're signing in and out of here, not really sure where we're going. As always, I truly appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, think about clicking that subscribe button. It really
Do
does
that.
help out the channel. And I will catch you guys next time.
Alrighty.
What are you doing?